that we don't know if it's more of an excuse or a reason. I don't have enough time. The wisdom I received from this book was not to see time as something that hinders us from experiencing God, but that time is a place where we meet God. We should not see time, more specifically our perceived lack of time, as a hindrance to meeting God and spending time with God on a regular basis. It's important to make the choice to meet God throughout each and every day, and that's ultimately up to us. Now, one of the first ideas that I read in that book, and that really caught my eye, was waking up each day in the presence of God. An example of someone doing such practice is making a sign of the cross each morning, which helps him or her center oneself on God's presence in the day ahead. Now, another practice that was told in the book was making sure you wake up early in the morning, just to sit, to be still, and to pray with God. Now, those particular practices might work for us. They might tickle our fancy, or there could be perhaps an even better way for us to wake up in the presence of God. Maybe taking a long walk outside when it's nice, or sitting in the park on a nice day, taking the smells and sounds of the day and of God's creation suits you better and settles you better into the day. No matter what you do, it's important to purposefully start each day in God and with God in mind, and not to simply acknowledge the fact that we are waking with God, but to make a conscious effort to grow upon that reality. I wonder, what can you do in order to wake up celebrating in the presence of God? Now, I urge each and every one of us here to start each day with God. Now, of course, we already do start each day with God because that's just who God is. However, we don't often acknowledge it. Sure, we know that God is with us, but often we don't feel it in our hearts and all the way down to our soul. Each day should be seen as a mini celebration of God, because life, after all, is a celebration. And I hope Palm Sunday helps us to remember to take time out of our lives to celebrate all that is good in life, and all that God has, is, and will do for us. At the beginning of each day, I hope we are able to celebrate the day ahead, excited about all the possibilities that lie ahead, and I hope we are able to celebrate each day of this Holy Week. They are all different, some somber, some joyful, but they all lead up to the same event, which is Easter morning, and a celebration of life over death, and of God's love conquering once and for all. So my friends, let us journey towards the cross together, celebrating one more time all that is good and all that God brings to our lives. And the whole church said,